Okay. Not sure when anyone's going to find this, but we'll see. We'll see if it's actually fixed. Now, I did do a quick recording in OBS, and OBS picked up my audio for the recording. So, I'm not entirely... Actually, wait a second. I should just monitor this myself. Recording. So, I'm not... Okay. Oh, thank God, we're back. Oh, thank God, we're back. Oh, we're back. Okay, I think we're back now. I'm reasonably optimistic. I am gonna just... Oh, thank God, Yes, we're back. We're back. Oh, thank God. I have not a clue what that was. I don't have a clue what that was. But I drank one of my beers just playing Troubleshooter, which for some reason also my iPhone slightly turned. So gotta get the wiggles going, you know, which I also think it might be an issue with my the boom arm for the GoPro being messed up. Well, it's kind of in the way, I think. Okay. Goodness gracious. I lost way too much time to that. So, I need to grab my book and mentally review what I need to do here, because... Oh, dearie goodness. So I need to break the chocolate into small bite-sized pieces. And I need to melt butter and miso. I need to create a mix of all those things. So, yeah. All those things. I am gonna keep... I am just so ultra paranoid now. Okay. So we're going to clean that out. I've had water on my double boiler for a while now. Should be reasonably nice and warm, and we're going to start with melting butter. We are so incredibly behind. This is very not ideal, but let's see. Am I melting all my butter? Yes, 9 ounces. So, I have 8 ounces in my pack here. So, we're going to get started with this. So, we're going to get started with this. Woo! Granted, this is going to be a lot of butter. But we're going to break it into small, thin slices to help it melt a little bit easier. Which looks like it's actually melting fairly well. Granted, I think after I get... So this is only going to be it's going to be most of my butter, but it's just going to be some. I need to work on... I need to get my fire going. My fire has really died down. Bloop. And there we go. Woo! Okay. I want to show this fire some TLC. Yeah, you'll do. Let's not have any significantly bad events so far. Well, let's let's not add any significantly bad events to anything, because this has been nightmarish so far. I have no idea what that audio issue was, what it was rooted in. But hey, good old start and try again. Save the day. Supposedly. Ooh, it got dark again. So, let's see here. I want a good sized chunk off this. And there we go. That is our butter going. But that's not all we're throwing in there. We're also throwing our miso in there. Miso! Now, I think I want the one-third cup. I wonder if everyone thought that was... That's probably what actually technically happened, but let's not think about that. Let's at least just save the meal. There we go. There we go. One nice third cup of miso. Which actually really used up a lot of the miso I have, which I'm very glad to have used up, because otherwise this would have just been a lot to use up. I think the miso apple bars I made, that didn't take up too much. Sure. Do. Bum 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 bum. Woo! Whoa. Hey there. Butter package. Butter packaging. Don't. Whoa, don't be doing that. I don't appreciate that. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. So that's the miso in. And with that, and actually with that, we used up quite a bit of it. Most of the miso is gone. Yes, I am back, and we should have audio. I checked when I first started, and it worked. Now, granted, I have no idea what happened, because the thing is, everything like on my side of the world was saying I had audio, but you guys didn't have anything, and I'm just like, this is the weirdest thing ever. So actually, one of the things I did is I actually did make a quick recording with OBS, like just record a video type deal, and that had audio. So I was like, well, let's just throw the stream up again and see what happens. And holy smokes, it worked. So we are back. We are back, and we shouldn't hopefully have any more problems, which actually, technically speaking, I should. Actually, I actually really like it when this thing works. Woo! Okay, so just because just because I love playing with fire, I'm gonna be trying my because initially I thought this guy wasn't playing nice with me, which I put the clip on backwards. And then atmosphere mic can go back to being an atmosphere mic. But yeah, I've already started melting butter. Got the miso in it, which, oh man, I've got such a loose. Nope, don't do that. Please don't do that. Let's see. How boiling is that water? It's warm. It's not like super boiling though. But yeah, we are definitely also not at the point in this I was expecting to be at this time. Oh look. Okay. Now, since I want to melt everything. Oh. I actually had some chips out of this spill out. And initially I thought the bag was, because the bag was open here. Yeah, it's open there. Well, I guess the bag got cut open at some point. Because I've never really done much to this until just now. Now, also, just some general notes with my cocoa here. This is, well, okay, you know what? Originally, I thought this was a 9 ounce. This is a 10 ounce bag. I need 7 ounces for my recipe, and I'm just gonna eyeball a certain amount in here. What feels like 70% of the bag. Woo! I'm concerned that just holding that above the fire will cause melting, and I don't want melting. But yeah, got a nice little bit left. We'll probably use that later. We'll use that later. But for now, I want to just get all of this mixed and combined. So, while that's heating up, I think I get to play with my dry ingredients, because there's some dry ingredients for this. Wait. My hands smell chocolatey already. Not sure if good or bad sign. So I need my sugar, baking powder, flour, cocoa powder. So let's start from the top. I need a cup of sugar. And also the recipe calls for this golden granular sugar, which is straight. Which the weird thing for me is it's been very chunky, has a lot of big pieces to it. So once I get my cup of sugar in here, I'm probably going to work on breaking everything up. One of the reasons why this paper bag is in a plastic bag is because I got a little aggressive trying to break up the chunks of sugar. There we go. 1 cup of sugar. Get. Now, spoon. But these are actually some reasonably hard chunks. And I don't want to take a bite into the brownie and there just be nothing but sugar, you know? That won't taste good. Ah, yeah. Big tool for big problem. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Ow! Fire, don't hurt me, please. Please don't hurt me. I'm being very vulnerable today, okay? Oh, yeah. There we go. I'll break it up. Get nice. Punch it? Nah. I'm a man with tools. I use my tools. There we go. So that's the sugar in it. Reference recipe for my next. This is all my dry ingredients. And half teaspoon or half table. Wait, where did... Ah, there you are. Let's see, I think 1 tea is tea. And honestly, 1 teaspoon of baking soda seems to be appropriate, I would say. So we're gonna just do... We're just gonna do the half teaspoon of baking soda. Baking soda done. And I need to write recipe cards, honestly. Then half cup plain all-purpose flour. Okay. So 1/2 cup of flour, can do. I probably should go ahead, give my little chocolatey mix a nice little stir. There we go. Get my flour. Wait, did I grab a 1/2 cup? Yes, I grabbed my 1/2 cup. Good. Good. And one-1/2 cup of flour. Just a pinch extra because I'm feeling generous. And anytime I have a paper bag that gets tore up, it goes in a plastic bag to help keep everything together. Now, before I get my before I do the cocoa powder, I am going to double check. Make sure I get the right amount, because it said a 1/2 cup, which I think is a lot, but honestly, just say for the 1/2 cup. Large eggs, but 1/2 cup. Okay. That just means I get to use a lot of this, because originally when I bought this thing, I was like, man, I'm gonna probably not be using too much of it. Okay. Woo! Sparky sparks. I like some spark. Woo. Okay. That is the cocoa powder. Oh, wow, that smells good. It smells real good. Actually. And then we get to combine this. So what we want to do is we want to just take all of our dry ingredients in this bowl and create a cohesive mess. Well, not a mess per se. Was this another supermarket ad flyer recipe? Nope. Tonight is not of the supermarket ad flyer. I bought a book just because of having the miso I have. I wanted to use up all the miso, and I saw this book at a discount bookseller, and I flipped through it, and I discovered, well, that might have information on it, this recipe on it. And it's like, you know what? That's how I want to. Yes. Yes, we believe in puns around here. Miso tasty? Yes. Oh, yeah, it's buried. Wow, that buried quickly. Yeah, come on. Granted. Here, you get to hang out down there, out of the way. Okay, I don't think I have any like large chunks of anything, no large chunks of sugar. Everything looks to be fairly well combined. I gotta go and sleep. Well, you have a good sleep, Yoshiharu. I'm gonna make some good food. Okay. Ooh, that's a little warm. So I'm gonna grab a glove, grab it, bring it over. Now, there ain't much I can do to really preheat a Dutch oven, but I can do that. That's something. That is something. And actually, the light level's getting really low, and I want to do something about it. Where? Oh, of course I didn't grab it. Of course I didn't grab it. Here we go. And then obnoxious amounts of light. Put on a lid, it'll trap the air and heat the sides, maybe. Oh. Of course I go to grab a light and then. But yeah, here's our chocolate butter mixture. It looks really good. I'm very happy with it. Looks like it'll be some good stuff. But now I just want to like preheat the cast iron. Just because I want the cast iron to heat up. But we're now at the point where... And also this calls for adding just a little bit at a time. Just slowly. Which I suppose makes sense, because otherwise you'd just have... You could probably end up with big dry clumps. Wouldn't want to have... Oh, spilled a bit, but no big deal. No big deal. Nothing is a big deal versus the insanity of... the insanity of those earlier tech issues. Okay. Got just a little bit more. Granted, I do like the look of this stuff. And I also like the idea of just leaving it in the double boiler. Just to help keep the heat on it. Help keep it in a liquid state. Granted, this is actually really starting to thicken up. It's getting very thick. Granted, it is looking amazing. And there we go. You go away. Ooh. And I get a good... And now I get an arm workout. Okay. Oh man, that is looking amazing. That is looking like some good stuff. Into the melted chocolate. Remove batter from heat. Whisk in. Yep. Okay. Cool. So we are at the point where I get to add eggs. We're doing eggs, and we'll actually be done adding ingredients. So, yeah, and this is going to be nice because now the recipe calls for 3 eggs and a yolk, and I am a cheapskate. I am not buying more eggs. for this. Especially considering the fact I'm the type of guy who just has eggs, and then I'm just like, why do I have these eggs sitting around? And do. Three eggs. Hopefully this will add some viscosity to the mixture, because right now, oh yeah, that's really adding some viscosity. I was like, man, this is going to be challenging to actually pour when it comes down to it. Oh, but that looks good. This looks really good. And I also like the safe. Ah, so close. I'm not even going to tempt myself. You. Okay, yeah. There we go. Outside out of mine. Okay. So I've got my eggs mixed into my dough. We're 100% good there. All I gotta do now is grab. Come here, you. Grab my butter. Then we're gonna do a few slices of butter too. Well, that pan's heated. It is heated greatly. To be doing that to butter. Okay. Really want some gloves to manipulate this. There we go. Just kind of work it all along the side. There we go. And you know what? I'm going to be extra levels of ambitious with this. Grab a paper towel. Soak some of that butter into it. Kind of hit my sides. So there we go. All the sides are buttered. So now, then that is good clean water. And so I'll be using spatula coon here to help me extract all the goodness out of this. I gotta say, spatula coon, you're amazing. Gotta love a good spatula. Okay. Okay, that's reasonably yeeted in a place where yeeted things go. Oh, hey, welcome back, Mr. Spot. Okay. So, we've got the brownie mixture in the cast iron now. Now, I get to play with the shovel coon. Yep. There we go. see. We'll just be a little bit extra with those coals. Get a nice, reasonable spread on them. Ugh. Nope. That doesn't have enough of a point for that. Here. Just a hair bit more. There we go. I'm satisfied with that. Now, there we go. Woo. Okay, well, I'm going to be extra generous with that helping of coals. So, we now have just made vanilla strawberry yogurt cake. Tastes good. Nice. Very nice. Wait a second. I want my timer. Not 4 hours, 40 minutes, I think. Let me double check what my recipe book says for the bake time. Okay, so it's 30 minutes to 40 minutes. So I can just monitor my timer and do what I need to do appropriately. Now, one of the nice things with the double boiler is I now have hot water to clean all my utensils, which is a nice side benefit. Now, I'm also looking at my fire here. It's kind of looking like it's maybe seen some better days, you know? So we'll kind of breathe some life. Is there hash in the brownies? Nope. I think the weirdest ingredient in these brownies is we got some miso in them. I mean, admittedly, I'm a alcohol enjoyer. Is what is my partake. Whew. Oh, man. But yeah, it is very nice to just relax a little bit, considering where we were at earlier. Because, yeah, that was fun. You can hang out there, because, I don't know. I suppose I could clean off my thing. Ugh. But yeah. Ugh. Man, my prep surface has seen better days. But man, that fire looks lovely. And that looks great too. I'm actually really happy with how that looks. So, what do I want to do here? Okay, well, I did promise us sort of a thing that we're going to get into, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit the BRB screen, hit the little homesteaders room, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. And I also picked up the side goodie. That's gonna go with my brownies later. So now we got all the various shenanigans done. It is time to do something I've been waiting to do for a very, very long time. And that, chat, is to have my very first glass of my homemade blackberry wine. I made this pretty much I mostly made it last year, but I think I bottled this in April. So I've had it bottle conditioning for about half a year, which seems reasonable. Wait, are you actually drilling in, or are you just breaking my cork? Please drill in. Wait. And once again, people can see how little experience I have with corkers. Because it looks like it's just chewing the thing. I would like to save the cork, but this cork doesn't just seem to have a lot of... Wait a sec. Does it hit something? Doesn't look like it's hitting anything. I think I'm just going to try a new spot. And that's the weird thing. It feels like it goes, flap the wings out. Oh. Thank you. I don't know how this technology works, man. I'm a beer guy. And then... Woo! Now I'm going to smell the bottom of this. Ooh. Oh. Oh boy, oh boy. I think this is going to be plenty generous for tasting. So. Ooh, yep. It's funny because even though it's just blackberries, it actually smells like actual wine. And I'm going to... I nearly tipped you over. You're way too valuable. Also, you're kind of ever so slightly getting exposed to heat, so... But yeah, smell-wise, it just smells like wine, which is interesting. Okay. Mmm. Wow. Wow. Huh. Interesting. doesn't really taste it. Okay, yeah. Okay, so there is a little bit of a blackberry note to it, but otherwise, it literally tastes like what it looks like, and it tastes like a light red wine that's like kind of sweet. But yeah, it's good. I like it. It's not tannic, like it has like none of like the tannic bitterness a red wine will have, but it still has like a very distinctive like wine flavor to it, while I guess just being good. Like it just like it. Woo, sparky. That's interesting. No, yeah, yeah. This is definitely not what I was like expecting, but it's good. It's good. It's now the only time I get like a really good blackberry note on it is on like the finish while it's like going off like the back of my tongue. But yeah, it definitely has there's definitely alcohol in that. I made fruit juice wine last year, turned out real good. Nice. Yeah, I'm beyond. I'm happy with this. Like, I was kind of expecting a little bit more of a blackberry flavor out of this, but like, as far as a just general beverage for beverage enjoyment reasons, this stuff is solid. It's good. Now I just have to make sure I don't get like too dangerous with it, but I will be generous with my water. I don't want to. Today is definitely one of those days where I don't want to be stacking levels of stupid onto anything. Okay. So it's been a good 13 minutes. So I'm going to give it a good turnover. So we get a nice even cook. Oh. And then where's my handle at? There we go. Wine and chocolate go together well? Well, I guess I'm about to find out. I am about to find out. Wow. It's tasty, though. Granted, I also just got some whiffs of the brownies in the Dutch oven, and it's like, yeah, I'm being half of that. Found a half box of Argentinian wine last week. I got real drunk. Oh, nice. I've actually been reading a lot of like news reports and like articles and such, and like a lot of winemakers are ripping out their grapes because apparently demand for wine's really far down. I mean, granted, for me, I'm buying more wine now more than ever because I do this stuff, and I've had to buy wine for recipes. So I'm actually buying. I think I bought 2 bottles of wine this year. Reading news, bad choice. All sad. I don't know. What's something positive I read about in the news? You're gonna have to let me think on that for a while. Man. But yeah, there's like a really like interesting like sweet bitter like taste to this. I love it. I'm happy, which presumably I'm going to be drinking most of this, but I'm going to, this upcoming weekend, I'm going to be hanging out with my sister and some of our mutual friends. And I'm going to bring the bottle I opened up tonight to our game night event, and I'm going to let people try it. And if my sister likes this stuff enough, I'll let her have a bottle. But hey, at least with like the news of like wine, like less demand for wine, at least the side note on that is youngsters are drinking less alcohol, which if old people like me wish to be like, man, what's wrong with these kids? These kids aren't drinking enough. But I mean, I do respect it when people take care of themselves, but you know, that is good. I mean, hearing about how all these breweries are closing and like the amount that, because I think right now we're at the point where we're at the lowest number of Americans that have been actively drinking within mine and my parents' lifetime. So I think separate news article said like only like 54% of Americans like actually drink. And I'm just, here I am being an American drinking right now. Granted, that is smelling amazing of chocolate. I was explaining the signs of fetal alcohol exposure to a friend, and he went, oh, as he went through everyone he went to school with. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Oh. Okay, well, I should not, I probably shouldn't be looking up what those signs of exposure are because, well, the existence that is here, that is me. I know you're doing. So, I got my start as an existence due to two consenting adults consuming a lot of alcohol and also smoking some weed. So, and both my parents, throughout their entire lifetimes, both enjoyed their alcohol. Granted, Mom, she enjoyed her alcohol well. When she discovered college stress, she drank more. Granted, I've never been super stressed out by college. But I'm not going to look up what those symptoms are because, well, I don't want to self-diagnose myself. Granted, at this point, honestly, the damage has been done. I can't undo it. And I'm not making any new kids, so I can drink as much as I want. So cheers. Oh man. That is tasty stuff, though. It's weird because I haven't consumed enough signs. There's physical markers. Also, if you made it this far, it's fine. Yeah, you know? Good old survivorship bias. It's more like a risk factor for stuff later on. Oh, okay. I see. So, I need to drink enough of this so later on never happens. Got you. I got you. Okay, I can do that. I make this stuff. Because Essentially, I have 5 gallons from last year. And now I've got 5 gallons of this year's blackberries fermenting for wine. Gotta make some more fruit juice wine. Yeah. I'm actually I am very much waiting for the fruit grinder that I ordered from Amazon, because for some reason Amazon's like, hey, we can get that to you sometime between October 18th and I think November 6th. They're like, hey, it's going to be in this big wide time frame. And then whenever I see an Amazon order have a big time frame like that, it's like, oh, they're bringing this in from the other side of the ocean. Okay. This has got to go through the port of LA. Granted, the good news is America's not really bringing a lot of stuff into the country because, well, it's weirdly gotten expensive to do so for some strange reason that I just don't have a clue. I don't think I read enough news to know what's going on, but I'm not gonna think about it too hard. I think it might make me a little sad if I thought about it a little too hard. That's the spirit. Don't think about it too hard. It's not worth thinking about. Whoa! Okay. Well, we suddenly went into light mode, so since we're in light mode. Look, it's pretty. Pretty. Tastes like alcohol. I wouldn't consider this like a ruby red. It feels like it has a little bit too much of an orangish tint to it, but that is tasty. Okay. You know what? It's been 10 minutes since I turned that. I'm going to give it one more turn. And this will be the last turn I need to do for the bake session, because the bake session is only supposed to last half hour, 40 minutes. There we go. Oh. Man, I guess it's kind of... Well, honestly, no. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to wish for things that have already occurred. Well, okay, we're in dark mode again. Oh. Man. It smells intensely of chocolate right now. All I can smell is chocolate right now. Also, we actually had quite a bit of rain today. And we actually... Well, with all the rain and such, I was a little bit concerned that it would still be raining now. Thankfully, the rain has held off, and granted, I know the rain chance goes up going into the night/evening hours. If you want to wish for something, wish that my fat dwarf knees and ankles don't explode at Violet Ball tomorrow. Okay. Okay, Dad's old shop. I hope your knees and your ankles don't explode at Violet Ball. Jamaica's getting pounded hard. Yeah, I actually had a coworker. He was like showing me like some drone footage of like the eye wall of the hurricane, and it's like, wow, that's wild. And we also talked about the hurricane that's affecting them, and I was like, man, I haven't really seen a lot of like really premium like footage of like talking about the hurricane and stuff like that, yeah, until like just recently, and it's like, huh, I can't notice that my government is shut down. I almost slightly think that. Granted, it's actually, granted, the wildest thing is, I think, aren't we getting pretty close to the end of hurricane season? So I think hurricane season ends in November. Dude, the kerfuffles. Ah, oh, darn kerfuffles. Ruining things. Distracting us from stuff that matters, like big weather events. Granted, this is also another reason why I'm glad I live deeply inland in North America, is I am very far from where hurricanes occur. However, though, I still get their sloppy leftovers, though. Hurricane Ike hit the Gulf, I think in 2008, and then when that hurricane came to my general area, for some reason it just decided to become like a crazy windstorm with like gusts peaking at like 70 miles an hour. Yeah, we lost power for like 4 days. This is a big weather event in a series of increasingly frequent big weather events. Huh. Big weather event. Series of increasingly frequent big weather events. Yeah. Yeah, like, oh, it was one of the interesting things is my family actually did kind of like a drive around the city, I think like a day or two after it occurred, and like one of the wildest things was seeing a row of power lines and like 10 telephone poles in a row were just snapped. Because I mean, I'm used to seeing like scattered telephone poles being snapped, but seeing a whole row just be like, yeah, we're done trying. But yeah, that's easily been the biggest like wind speed event since I've been here, other than like very localized tornadoes. I get to deal with tornadoes. Granted, I have the ultimate defense against a tornado, and it's called a basement. Now, granted, if a tornado goes over my homestead, well, that's gonna suck. It's gonna suck immensely. But hey, you know what? I have homeowners insurance for a reason, so I'm gonna be really glad when I have homeowners insurance for that. But hopefully that never happens. Never happens while I'm here, because I'll probably leave where I live at some point. We weren't taught about tornadoes growing up because we didn't get them, and now we get them. So, historically, tornadoes were a thing. Like, where I live, tornadoes are the number one weather phenomena where I live at in Kentucky. Unless couple ever so 100-ish years, there's this middle of nowhere place in Missouri called New Madrid, and suddenly everyone's very concerned about people are then reminded when New Madrid goes on the map, and no one's having a good time when New Madrid's on the map. This is not a good time. But yeah, it's mostly tornadoes and flooding, which, where specifically where I am within my like local area, for things here to flood. So the lowest point of my home that you guys can see is literally right here. Like, say hypothetically, for some weird reason, I got like a whole bunch of water in my basement. I could literally just open up my basement door and just watch the water pour out. I'm not at like a high elevation. I'm kind of like on a good low hill, because I think versus like local based off like local low points, I'm a good 30 to 40 feet above those. So it would take a fair amount of water for, like, a flood's never going to touch me. A flood's never going to touch me, because if a flood reaches this driveway, so many people in my neighborhood are just screwed. Like, whole homes underwater. And I don't ever see that happening. That's never going to happen. Ooh. Okay. So we got 7 minutes on the timer. Recipe called for 30, 40 minutes. So I'm going to give this just a few more. We had an earthquake last spring. I was at work and just left work without saying anything. My coworkers just sat in the office confused about the rumbling. It would depend on the lay of the land. Yeah, flash floods are bad. Yeah. Funny enough, when I was in high school, we had an earthquake hit, and it was like it was like the type of earthquake where you get like a good shake. The earthquake hit as soon as I jumped out of the bed and my feet hit the floor. And when I was like waking up, well, when the rumbling happened and I just got out of bed, I was like, did I hit the floor like really, really, really hard? And I was like, oh man, my family members are going to be mad at me if I woke them up. And then I heard my mom and sister talking about the earthquake in the hallway, and I was like, oh, thank God it was an earthquake. It wasn't me. People aren't going to be mad. People aren't mad at me. Titan Sugi, no. I don't want to be a Titan. Okay. Oh, smokes. Ooh, yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. I don't think you guys can tell, but I think that looks really good. Oh man, that looks delightful. That looks delightful. Oh boy, come on. Come here. Lantern. Look at actually. I'm gonna go obnoxious mode. Look at that brownie. Look at that brownie. That looks like a good brownie. Oh my goodness. Oh wait. Ooh. I need to do this for a bit at some point. Just be like, everything is fine. And it's like, it's not fine. We had a flash flood 2 years ago. Took a good chunk of farmer's field. It took months to build back. Ah. Yikes. I mean, yeah, floods are no joke. Okay. So, I'm getting pretty hungry. So, I'm going to go ahead and grab my plate coon. I'm going to figure out how to get some of this stuff out of here. Ooh. That cuts nice. That cuts very nice. It's not hard. It seems soft and moist. Okay. Let's get a little bit of this out here. And everything's actually removing. I live on the hill, so it was okay. Ah, good. I see another man who enjoys his high ground. Ugh. There we go. Got some delicious brownie, which I'm honestly gonna try a little bit of it. Probably warm. Yep, that's still very warm. I really like the flavor though. I think it's a little too strong on the dark chocolate. If I were to make this again, I would definitely probably add more sugar. Probably like 50% more sugar. Oh man. You. Good synergy. Really good synergy. Absolutely incredible synergy. I love it. But yeah. Oh. But I'm going to let that cool down before I add. Okay. I see you, sir. I see you. But yeah, we're doing this right. We're doing this right. Also, I'm personally like a massive fan of vanilla ice cream, so. Whoa. But there we go. There is the brownie with the ice cream. And with the lovely side, some homebrewed blackberry wine. Can I eat? You know what? I will do terrible things. And by terrible things, I mean eat ice cream with a fork. Oh, man. Decadence. Yes. Wretched decadence. What a incredible spread. Absolutely incredible spread. There's definitely some premium best life living here. Best life living. Oh. Yep. Thank you, timer. Oh, man. But yeah. Brownies and vanilla ice cream. Absolutely fabulous. with home grown and brewed blackberry wine. So I gotta say, really solid meal. I think some of the brownie mix is not quite as moist as I would like. I think further evaluation is necessary. That bit just now was really good, though. Wow. But yeah, absolute decadence. I was thinking of ending Dessert-tober with chocolate cake. I actually like that I went with a brownie. Because if I go with the brownie, that gave me an excuse to buy ice cream, and I like any excuse to buy ice cream. Any excuse to buy ice cream is a good excuse to buy ice cream. Oh my gosh. This was a good day. It started off unimaginably rough. But hey, end of the day, everything came together, so I'm always happy with that. So, let's see here. What do I want to do? So, despite all the before time stream that totally didn't happen. Granted, most of you know that stuff happened, so whatever. But hey, we saved it. Well, I managed to save the stream. Make the brownie. The brownie turned out well, and this was actually, I think this might be the quickest recipe I've done. Even though we baked the brownie for how long did I bake the brownie for? Like close to 40 minutes. So quick and easy recipes. Gotta love them. So I'm gonna go ahead and be wrapping up stream because it's about that time. I have a little bit of alcohol left. I have some food. I'm gonna start thoroughly enjoying all this. And then next stream will be on Thursday, and we'll be carving pumpkins. Hopefully. I haven't bought the pumpkins yet. I was originally intending to buy them at Costco, and I failed to do so. So, yeah. I need to go pumpkin shopping tomorrow. But yeah, this is Sugi Yamagawa, and I would like to wish everyone out there, may you have a great rest of your day, night, evening, whatever it is, wherever you're at, and hopefully I'll see you all on the next one. Okay, bye-bye.